Hello everybody, Reaper X1 here again, back playing some more Terra Tech in the R&D, and I got going through some of my older snapshots and some of my monsters and different things, and I got thinking I'd like to play with a couple of those. And the first two that I'm going to play with, well, there's only one I'm going to play with in this one. I'm going to split them up a little bit. But this one here is a tech that I built for a Star Wars competition a while ago. It's actually, if I remember correct, a Federation Battleship. Honestly, it kind of looks like a big donut. But I did kind of look the picture up. I tried to keep it kind of similar, but only the true Star Wars fans know. I don't follow them that close, but I think I did alright. It's changed a bit since I made it because of the parts updates, but it was more gray back then. But as this thing's building up, I would like to thank you for joining me and welcome you to my channel if you're new or returning. Either way, welcome aplenty. And I hope you do really enjoy what you're about to see. And if you do, feel free to fuel up my little channel with some likes, comments, feedback of any kind is always appreciated, as is always your support. And hey, if you'll feel like it's worth it, throw a subscription and ding that bell. Then you'll be notified when I have something new and hopefully just as cool as this for every other episode coming after this. And hey, there's a bunch of cool ones from before too. There's a lot of cool ones. If I'm guessing right, I think I just got over 400 and some videos for Terra Tech. So I've been working at this game for a little while now. But see, there's that donut shape I was talking about. But then also, there's another way you can fuel up the little channel. There's actually a few other ways, but the one that's really cool, I think, is a Sorter Showcase. Where you have some cool and original techs. Maybe they're big like this one, maybe they're not, but they're still cool and original. Hey, you can find my link down in the description for the Saturday Showcase auditions. Follow it onto the thread in the forum. Post an in-game snapshot or a save game or both, and instructions if it's complicated. And I'll find her and I'll take her from there, and from that I will make the best dang video out of it I can, and hopefully we'll all have some awesome times, inspiring ideas, sharing ideas, helping others, and just all around having a good time. Or a good one, like I always like to have. And I hope everyone else is having a good one too. I forgot to ask, are you having a good one? I really hope so. It's a Monday, so it might be a little rough, but hopefully it's still good. So as you can see, my battleship's kind of coming back together here. I convinced the skews to spit it out. There's something else it looks like too, I'm just not sure. It could be a toilet seat or a hemorrhoid pillow. There is some other things too, but they're a little dirty, I ain't gonna say them. I'll let your imaginations wander. So that's kind of where it ended up. Now when you first order it does stand up straight and have wheels for takeoff. But I didn't really want to show it at its worst. This is actually I did a little monkeying with the video. But as you can see, it does have guns, even though you didn't really see them fire. But I got them all turned in such a way where they don't fire unless they have something to aim at. Just because there was the buckets, I wanted them to be working and not the guns, which would have caused a lot of lag when I made this. And now the missiles are the big lag creators, so I was thinking of updating it, but I thought, nah, I'm going to just try it original. And this is how it worked. To tell you the truth, it works a little better than it did, but well, a lot better. It works better. Oh yeah, it does work better than when I first made it. When I first made it, I could get it to fly. And it was kind of a struggle to get it in or to keep it in the air. But now it seems a lot more steady, stable, and it's less laggy, so it's more responsive. So that's a bonus. But I kind of ran her through a little bit of the paces that I like to do with most flyers. And this being a big old girl, I decided to take her up a wee bit. I know I'm kind of pushing it here, but I'm going to try something. We're going to see if we can pull off a backflip. Because it's almost flying vertically. And it's doing 56, 5, 4, 3. That's vertical. And it's still doing 53 mile an hour. It's actually climbing. And yep, the altitude's still going up. Okay, just wanted to make sure it wasn't going that fast backwards, as in down. So it kind of has me worried there for a second when it kind of stalled out on the turnover. But then after that, it seems to really kick in. Like, look at that. It's just flying back over. Literally, it is. It's flying back over. But it seems to go a lot faster after you get past that little bit. Like, look at that. That's a big old bird doing a backflip. Now that I like. I kind of wish there wasn't so many tails from all the wings, just so you could actually see the tech itself. But with that many wings, there probably should be that many trails. Anyway, let's see if we can get a barrel roll pulled off. I got myself just over 3,000 feet to fall, and I know it's going to fall a little bit because of the sideways turn to it. But we're going to see if we can make it. I bet you this thing can fly upside down too. It might be tricky. The only thing is that it doesn't seem to go fast enough to be able to fly level and stay at an altitude. So you always have to nose up a little bit. Yeah, I tell you, when this one was in that challenge, when it was originally built, it didn't get to fly like this. They cried lag and went to the next one. Needless to say, I didn't win. Can't win if they don't really see it, eh? So yeah, that's what I mean there. Like, I got her just about leveled off, and she is falling out of the sky. So was landed. But yeah, it's a spaceship, right? It's not meant to be landed. But that was my little revisit to the past. But now I'm getting back to my useless machine here, and I have decided, like I've been talking about before, this back section needs a bit of a rebuild. So I'm going to kind of take a little bit here, and I'm just going to kind of let you see what is coming out of this thing. I'm going to do a little deconstruction. So we'll drop some arrows. Oh, jeepers. Oh, that was a good one. Okay, what were we doing here? Alright, there's my little guy. Get him moved under there, because I got to go venture into this belly of this said beast and start doing some gutting. So now, I'm just glad I got her built in such a way where if I pull the right blocks, I can have a lot of them fall apart real easy. On this section. The other parts of this tech would not be so easy to tear apart. It might be single block at a time. So I'm just going to kind of run my way down here and just kind of tear everything out. But I'll tell you, the main reason I've gotten a little more excited on this one is that next update coming. They're talking about having the dropper block in the next unstable. And that's just going to let me have this tech to continue to build in the newest updates. The only thing I'm going to really have to tend with when it comes time again is the testing. Because I'm not sure, I'm pretty sure that the resource field in the R&D now, since it's changed, each one that you have to mine only gives you 40. Now there's what, 5 or 6 across, so 40 times 6. So that would be what, 240? That ain't enough. No. Because what I'm gonna do is, I had 2 silos and that wasn't enough to keep this thing colorful. Not from what I could gather from my testing results. I was gonna put 3, so that means I need like what, 270 chunks of each. So I may have to do a wee bit of scrapping. Now I know I suggested maybe they could have them unlimited. So if you're mining them, they never run out. They just keep on going and going, and that would be cool. At least one of them. I don't have to have all 6 of the spots unlimited, but you know, one would be sweet. Maybe a little tap we could turn on like a faucet, and a whole bunch of that resource would just fall out. I still like the insta-fill idea that I had though, where we could just, like a filter idea, but you pick a silo, right click it, radio wheel pops up, and it'd be like insta-fill. You go to that, and then it was like a whole thing, like with all the resources, raw, refined, and the components, where you just go bloop, and then that silo would completely fill up with that selection. That would be a frickin' handy thing for in the R&D. Now, they seem to be kind of close to that, too, with that last challenge, because they had the recipe button where they could drop recipes onto a silo. So maybe that might be something we'll get somewhere down the road. If that's an idea you're interested in, you'd actually like incorporated too into the R&D, I got a thread on the forums there. I'm pretty sure I called it Instafill. Just look her up and back the idea, because the more support an idea can get, the better chance it has of getting introduced to the game, especially if it's a useful idea. And in the R&D, not wasting time with resources is a useful thing. We're in here to test, not to spend hours harvesting. That's in the main game. Man. So anyway, once again, we're back here ripping parts out. Those silos. I've been using a lot of silos in here, not just for storage either, just for speeding up resource transportation. Because the big silo here has 3 spots. So for every silo, you can almost skip 2 spots compared to using a conveyor. Because the filter on the other end seems to just take it from one end of the silo to the other. So if you want to move especially large amounts of resources fairly fast, this seems to be a really good way. But if you're going to do it, you must have a way to sort them quick. That's what I've found, and I'm running into the problem. That's why I'm gutting this beast out as bad as I am right now. So I'm going to try and maximize my efficiency so I can get the best time for my sorting section here. So I can be all ready to ship them out and make some color happen around this thing. Get some words showing up. So that's kind of the little mess that it makes there, which turns out to be pretty dang plentiful. Nice little circle. I tried to do the build beam and I hope it would like explode out of the sides, just like a crazy star or a cluster of blocks flying everywhere, but nah, it didn't work. So I wasted half an hour recording it, go in and out of a build beam, but I did get this little visual here. So while I'm doing this, I'm going to take this last couple minutes here and just say thanks for joining me. I hope you did enjoy my little flying bit at the start, maybe the tear out too at the end here. I just thought it'd be a neat little update to give for anyone who has been following this useless machine build. And hey, it might not stay useless forever. I do have an idea on how to maybe, especially with the dropper blocks, I can incorporate that. This could be a massive resource organizer. And then it ships it off to a small little tiny base that can craft everything. That'd be kind of humorous, honestly. In my mind, anyway. But as I was saying, I do thank you, and I do appreciate all the support you guys do throw my way with every visit you guys make. And I really hope you did have a good time, and maybe it'll even be enough to get you coming back. So don't forget about the Saturday Showcase. And there's that other way of supporting my little channel that I forgot to mention. And if you are interested, that would be the PayPal link down below. It's set up for $2. If you feel like making a $2 donation to my little channel to help better the overall quality and hopefully good times and everything we can do here, that $2 donation would also get you, woohoo! I had to do that. Would also get you entered in a draw for a 3D printed tech. And that's something I've been doing for a while. I've been meaning to make a video. Haven't got that far yet. I'm having creative issues. But it is available. The option's there. So if you're interested, a small donation could have you as a new owner of a brand new 3D printed tech. And the prize is valued right now at $40. But the more support, the bigger the value. Because if I has the money, I can put the money into it. So I'm not just looking to make a bunch of money to throw in my pocket. Looking to all put it back right in this channel so we can all have even better videos to watch, better quality, more games maybe. So I'll be able to afford some games. And then, all the upgrades to the quality of the fun can happen. So until next time, everybody, Keep being the awesome, and keep having a good one. Bye.